mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Trailblazers as they wrap up the third quarter with a massive 16-6 run. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Look, we're struggling. The ball's not going. Keep being aggressive, getting it out. Especially keep challenging shots. All right, keep talking. Everything's good down there. Way to rebound the ball. I love the tempo. Love the pace. All right, once we get it, we go. Make or miss.
Well, he knows the ball's going to start falling sooner or later.
And, Kevin, it's just been one of those games offensively. They just got to continue to persevere, and hopefully a few will fall.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so, in the game for the 76ers, they've got Robinson. Klay Thompson is out there with Frazier. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ilgauskas in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And last season for the Blazers, all about bouncing back from their embarrassing first-round sweep at the hands of the Pelicans.
Well, that was definitely a motivator, and I think they put that to bed. Wanted to focus on being the best team that they could be towards the end of last season. And that Nurkic injury really took some wind out of their sails, but they continued to compete and still made noise in the postseason. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Nash, the pass to Guerin. And stolen by Ilgauskas. Now the 76ers on the break. And the jam by Ilgauskas. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 14 rebounds.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover.
They get the rebound. Wallace. And the layup falls.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Frazier, the pass to Thompson. Outside, George. Offensive rebound. Robinson, that's good. And the 76ers lead by 3. And here are the Trailblazers now. Kicks to Nash. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wallace. Nash up on top. Shot clock at 6. Over Frazier. That misses off the backboard. The 76ers leading by 3. George passes to Frazier, and it's blocked by Dang, and he gets it back.
Now, I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Nash outside. And that one is off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Frazier outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Trailblazers trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Ilgauskas.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he makes the first.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Both good from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Thompson surveying the floor. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
One shot.
And that one falls for Robinson.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Here's Guerin. Stolen by George. Here's Frazier, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now here's Nash. Guerin. Portland again missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Thompson misses. Trailblazers trail by 8. Nash right side. Here's Aguirre. Malone, good.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Now here's Frazier. And the pass to Robinson. 5 to shoot. George, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lanier's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Aguirre. David Robinson with the rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Frazier. Almost, but it rolls out.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Monday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Phoenix to take on the Suns. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Free throw drops from Malone.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And both free throws good for Malone.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Robinson. Shoots over Malone. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. 19 points for Robinson.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue.
If you answered 1995, see, you should be in the Jet Academy. Shaq is mad at me, so don't tell him I said it.
We'll get back to the Chris Webber Invitational in a moment, but first, we head to the home of another NBA veteran and longtime member of the 2K family. It's Kenny Smith, and the NBA is returning, so he
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And in our game tonight, we've got the Chicago Bulls against the Indiana Pacers at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Checking out the Pacers, they can't have any complaints about the way they've started the new season. They're 4-1 coming into this sixth game and have looked very, very sharp. We've talked about this year's rookie class. Cam Reddish is another great talent. Shaq, what does he need to do to reach his full potential?
He can do a lot of everything, but sometimes he's not as assertive as he needs to be. I'm not sure when he knows to be assertive. He needs to get in that gym and rock.
Yeah, I believe that too. Yeah, his strength and conditioning with rock would be great, but he has no glaring weaknesses right now in terms of skill set. He's a good all-around player.
I need you to toss it to Kevin Harlan and be really assertive when you do it.
Okay, now we send it over to you, Kevin Harlan. Get ready for the opening tip.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Indiana Pacers here at their home, Bankers Life Fieldhouse. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Pacers, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, Chicago. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where Indiana is, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they stayed true to it.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. McGinnis out there with Barry. Then it's White. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Yao in at the 5 spot. And for Indiana, Luka Doncic out there with Davis. Then it's Stoudemire. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Sampson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Doncic. Pass to Davis. Ball stolen. Leonard with the steal. Here's Sampson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Sampson's got the first points on the scoreboard for Indiana. And Coach Jim Boylen agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylen, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Here's Barry. He's covered by Leonard.
What's the roll?
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Barry. Pacers with the rebound. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And well, they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win, so we'll see how they handle things tonight.
Good.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
And Davis can't get it to go. Now the Bulls with it. Right side, White. To the paint. Here's McGinnis. Stoudemire with the defensive effort.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by McGinnis.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Here's White. Sampson pulls it in. For Indiana, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Doncic kicks to Leonard. Over Barry. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that one's good, Iverson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Fifth best, Kawhi Leonard.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Stoudemire finds Doncic. Back to Stoudemire. Pass to Doncic. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Leonard. Cans the 12-footer.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's White. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Passes it to McGinnis. Stoudemire with the double team. Here's Barry. Beyond the arc. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. White against Davis. The pass to Leonard. Over Iverson. And it's Leonard missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to White. Clark, the rookies are still trying to get their firm footing as a new season begins and a new arena for them opens up. Talk about your journey over the course of your rookie year.
Yeah, I remember it was really exciting to have fulfilled the dream of being an NBA player. I struggled early in the season, particularly against some of the veteran guys I ran up against, but found my rhythm and really played extremely well for the second segment of the season. But there was a period, Kevin, when I ran into a wall and just had nothing in terms of sharpness or legs. And then all of a sudden, after about a week and a half of that, it just went away. And I hit my stride and finished strong.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Pass to Doncic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That's on Yao Ming.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and the one skepticism scouts had was his athleticism or lack thereof. And I think he's proven that's not necessary to be a great basketball player. And he's only getting better as he works with NBA trainers.
Shooting two.
That free throw missing. And, you know, you heard about Doncic. Even if he's a step slow, he's always 2 steps ahead with his mental game.
You know, Kevin, that's a great point. Feel, savvy, experience, know-how. You know, he grew up playing against bigger, stronger guys, and that always serves you well as you go forward. So he understands how to create space and anticipate and feel how to get defenders off balance. I mean, he's just a special young player.
And talk about teams that pressure the ball. Indiana, top 3 in steals the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, and I think that's attributable to the coach's mentality. Nate McMillan was aggressive as a player. He's aggressive as a coach. And, you know, McMillan averaged 3 steals a game one season in 1993-94.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here.
He'll take those all day long.
Now here's Leonard. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. It's hauled in by McGinnis.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Here's Yao. Passes to Barry. Stripped it away. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the jam by Stoudemire.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Here's Barry. And he also played a big role in that last game with Detroit.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The Pacers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Yeah, and Dave is all energy, big physical point guard with that shoot-first mentality.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle, and I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers. And Yao Ming's a handful when he's this deep. I mean, virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. Easier said than done, though.
And it goes down 2 points.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Jim Boylan. Defensively, they'll be focused on Luka Doncic. Young point forward and Rookie of the Year is so crafty attacking and creating shots for himself and others. Kevin, they'll have to be just as smart as Doncic in covering him and trying to contain him.
Thank you, David. To the inside. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bibby with it. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And stolen by Iverson. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Lays it up and banks it in. Iverson's got 8 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Ball's knocked loose. And again, the turnover by the Pacers. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, the Pacers.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now, here is Bibby. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Iverson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Indiana making a change here. Dandridge has checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Scott's checked in. Indiana leading. And here is Stoudemire. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Well, the Bulls shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Lewis passes to Bibby. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Lewis. Sabonis, the pass to McGinnis. Can't hit from the elbow. And Indiana shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Here's Johnson. Bucket is good.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Johnson against McGinnis. Over Johnson. The shot's good from McGinnis.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Stoudemire outside. Dandridge against Lewis. And he makes that one. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Now the pass to Scott. Here's McGinnis. He's guarded by Johnson. And that's going to be a travel. Indiana leading by 3. Stoudemire kicks to Jordan. Indiana moving it around. Stoudemire with the ball. Richard Lewis covering. And Stoudemire gets it to go.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Pass to Scott. Bibby against Stoudemire. Bibby misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Indiana. It's a 5-point game. Here's Hamilton. A three-pointer off the mark. Oh, Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bibby against Stoudemire. Bibby dishes to Lewis. Pass to McGinnis. Stoudemire against Bibby. Passes it to McGinnis. Outside Lewis. Sabonis. And staying with the play, Sabonis.
And that huge frame of Sabonis is a problem for the defense. Excels at getting perfect position on that offensive glass.
Here's Dandridge. Here's Jordan, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Jordan's got his second basket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Scott. Oh, good on the three. Indiana leading by 5. Hamilton outside. There's the pass to Andrew. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Indiana out in front, leading by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis.
I ain't said anything for me. I don't really give a. Oh man, cause I'm all up. Ran up on him. I ain't said anything for me.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
So it's Chicago now, trailing by 5. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Chicago right now, we've got Mike Bibby. Lewis is out there with McGinnis. And there's Byron Scott. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. Clock at 4. Bibby misses. Pacers leading by 5. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Boy, Johnson showing you that impressive leaping ability. Terrific at rising up for the throwdown.
Bibby against Stoudemire. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
That free throw, no good.
And, you know, one of the things you like about Bibby, he's energetic at the point guard spot and can light you up with his jump shot. This guy is really solid.
And he sinks the second. Indiana leading by 6. Stoudemire outside. Scott against Hamilton. Shot clock at 5. Over McGinnis. The putback, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. The Bulls making a switch here. Barry's checked in.
Rick Barry.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Lewis passes to Bibby. Floats one. Here's Sabonis, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Dandridge. Knocks it loose. Unhindered, going all the way. Count that one. The Indiana lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Barry.
Hey, you've always got to be cautious around Barry. I mean, he's amazing at staying active and coming away with steals.
Johnson against Lewis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Indiana with it. Poked loose. Left side, Scott pulls up from the corner. The Pacers pull it in. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dandridge passes to Stoudemire. Now here's Jordan. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lobs it up for Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Tuesday, they'll head back home to take on the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Atlanta Hawks. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Bulls have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Lewis gets the bucket.
Yeah, Bibby does a great job within their offense, especially when it comes to spotting the open man.
Another steal. And now running up the court, Lewis pushing it up. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Here's Stoudemire. The Bulls getting the bucket. Timeout called the Pacers.
And you can't say Indiana didn't work the ball last year. Top 5 in field goal percentage.
Yeah, you know what? It was a combination of things, and I'm a little biased having my roots with the Pacers, but they consistently made the extra pass, the next pass. And they had veteran finishers as well. They were as fun a team to watch in the league for me.
Up with a new group on the floor. Chicago also making some changes. Yao checked in for Lewis. Iverson comes in for Byron Scott, and it's White in for Mike Bibby. Stoudemire the pass to Sampson. Doncic outside. Launches it. Unable to get that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Now here's Davis after the miss from Allen Iverson. Davis the pass to Sampson. Over Iverson. Sampson's shot. Good. Sampson's got 6 points.
And Sampson, 7'4", versatile, mobile. Good luck trying to stop him inside. He's too tall, too long.
Here's White. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Indiana. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Now here's White. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's White. Here's Iverson. That's tipped.
You know, I like that Doncic, guys, doesn't back down on defense and tries to make it hard for his opponents.
Good. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now Sabonis. Right side, White. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. White's got his second bucket.
Boy, Yao used all of his body there setting that screen.
Here's Doncic. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Clark, who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Boy, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic.
Take a break.
My goodness,
Take a break.
he is a
Something,
joy
isn't he? Wow.
to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game.
Mm-hmm.
But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good names. That one misses. Bulls trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Iverson gets the bucket.
Boy, the quickness of Iverson. What a blur this guy is. Slithering his way through the defense and never afraid to drive it inside despite being a small guy.
Now here's Leonard. 2 points. That one goes. Leonard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to White. It's tipped.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen.
Bulls trail by 9. Chicago calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
so far the story on Luka Doncic. He's coming off an excellent season. 17th in assists and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And really a good season for him distributing the basketball. Whether it was the drive and dish, pick and roll, fast break, he was money all year long. And Yao gets it to go.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Davis against White. Pass to Stoudemire. Passes to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. They get a hand on it. Over Barry. That one wide left.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Iverson. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Iverson can score with the best of them. I tell you what, a volume shooter. He does not lack confidence and lets it fly from anywhere and everywhere.
Now here's Stoudemire. He picked up 12 points in their last one against Cleveland.
And, of course, you cannot forget just how dominant his shot blocking was in that game. Just changed the entire complexion of that game. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Pacers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, Stoudemire really one of the deadliest big men in the game. His combination of power and speed and finishing, wow, unique.
And the Bulls making a change here. McGinnis has checked in. And Stoudemire drops them both. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 7-point differential. Here's McGinnis. White looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to get it going. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Stoudemire.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for White. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Yao inside. A fader. Count that bucket. Yao's got 6.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. From deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Davis against Iverson. Knocked loose. Davis with some nice D. Pacers leading by 6. Outside Leonard. A 15-footer. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
It's deflected. Doncic with it. 1:35 left to play in the first half. Davis against White. Back to Doncic. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Yep, it counts. Iverson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Davis. And it's off from three-point range. Bulls trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there's the pass to Yao. And here's White. From deep. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And here's White. Baron Davis getting his 3 to go. Outside, White. Pass to McGinnis. Back to White. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Taking a look at the Pacers, how about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Allen Iverson.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Bulls trail by 9. We've got Luka Doncic. Stoudemire out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Davis. And it's Sampson in at the center, filling out the middle. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. That's tipped. Here's McGinnis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McGinnis has got the first bucket of the third here for the Bulls.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Davis. Rebound by Yao. Yao's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Barry. He's covered by Leonard. The inside shot. Barry misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Iverson after Amari Stoudemire's bucket. Pulls up. Pacers with the rebound. Sampson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Stoudemire trying to break free. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Davis.
Like seeing Davis focus on getting the ball around to other people. Solid at recognizing when his teammate has an advantage.
Now here's Iverson. 14 points for him. Pass to Barry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And I like the energy Barry plays with. You can tell he has a real love and passion for the game, always looking to give it his best.
The Bulls have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.